Hi guys, it's Mike from the Fieldhouse, and you now have your Facebook cover. So I'm going to show you real quick on how to manipulate it, customize it for your Facebook page. By the way, thanks so much for taking the time to invest in your business, right? To improve your social media presence, to get online and be more active. And this is going to help you look more professional on your page. So this is a good thing. So let's get right into it. Real quick, a disclaimer: you need to have some knowledge on After Effects. That's what this uses to be able to manipulate this. So I recommend that you go on YouTube, learn the basics on the program so that you can customize this on how you need it. Disclaimer number 2, check out the PDF in the download to know what fonts you need to download off the internet to be able to use the fonts I have on here. You can use whatever font that you want to, but if you want to use the ones that I have on here, check out the PDF to download those. Okay, so now that we're in the program here, we are going to look over the project files that we have here. Okay, so for the first folder here, it says don't touch. That just has a lot of the extra stuff that enable the animation to work. So I recommend don't touch that. Totally can if you want to, but I recommend not to. The export this feature, I'm going to get to that in a second. The image placeholder is the image that you see here in the background. So first of all, we will go to the very front, and let's say you wanted to change the words here, right? So I'm just going to select that layer that you see the text on. I'm going to choose the text tool, and I'm just going to click right in there. And from here, you can make a total change. So you could call it, lens photo or whatever content that you want in within that spot. And then you can also, so I would click out of that and then go into the lower portion and then make changes to this if I wanted to, right? So if I wanted to say school photography or sports photography, that's how you do that. Really easy, simple on that. To be able to change the image, I have the image placeholder that you see at the very bottom of the timeline. So you're gonna double click that, and then that opens up the image. Now we had the tool selection enabled, so we're gonna just go back to our selection tool. I'm going to hold Option on the Mac, or you can use, I believe you can use Command minus to kind of zoom out so you can see what's going on. Hold the space bar to kind of pan around. I'm going really fast, so just watch this video a couple times if you need to. But that's going to be our image. So if we wanted to bring a new image in, this is how we would do it. We would go to our images. So I'm going to just pull this one in. So I'm just going to drag that right into the folder. So we're going to pull that in here, which we have in our project here. And then I'm going to select, or I'm just going to drag it and bring it down here. I'm going to turn off that bottom layer so that's not showing. And then I'm going to use this little drop down, or you can use the letter S on the keyboard. It's going to bring up scale. You're going to scale that sucker up so that it kind of fills up this entire placeholder, just like that, which is looking good. And then we're going to go back to kind of like tabs within Photoshop. This is how this works as well. So go back to export this, and now we have our image right there, which is cool. So what you can do here, you can see that the lettering is over her face. If you wanted to make a change to that, you can. Yeah, so all you have to do there is just kind of just drag and move that around if you need to. As you can see, the placeholder frame, you see the yellow or the orange outline you have here, that is where the image is. So don't let that get smaller or out of place like that, right? It's going to be cut off. Command Z. So then you can kind of move this and manipulate this. If you wanted to, zoom in on the image, you can just go back into image placeholder, and then we can just scale that to be bigger if you want to. Watch out for pixelation, all that good stuff. But then you can go back and then it's zoomed in if you want to. That's pretty much it. So if, again, these are compositions, which are very similar to smart objects within Photoshop. If you know Photoshop, these things kind of correlate. So then just like that, and then we're just gonna hit the space bar to be able to watch our animation to see how it goes. So then we hit the space bar to kind of go back and watch our animation, see how it comes up. Boom, just like that. And this plays out to be about 22 seconds, which you need it to be at least 20 seconds to be playing on your Facebook page. So that's why I made it beyond 20 seconds, and then just like that, really easy. So to export it, all we're gonna do is make sure we're in the export this area, right, which is the same thing there as you can see. And then from here, we're just gonna go to File, export. And then I like to use Media Encoder. It's a lot easier to mess with. Exporting straight from After Effects can be quite challenging. Finding the settings, if you know Adobe, you know that all their programs are not built the exact way across the board, mainly because they acquired these programs over time. They didn't build them from the ground up. So I would use Media Encoder. It's a lot easier to mess with. I think it's simpler to be able to kind of navigate. So use that. As you can see, that is popping up. And the best settings for this is going to be H.264. Those are going to be your best settings for anything online, really anything in general, right? None of us are video professionals. Some of us aren't video professionals, so don't worry about trying to get crazy with it. So as you can see that here, it already comes in as an H.264. I think that's based on how I set this up. And then I'm just going to make sure, the output file, I need to know where that's going. That's important so that we can find it. So I'm just going to throw that in my downloads folder for now. I'm going to leave it. The name is export this. That's fine. Hit save. Export that sucker out. So now that we have our video exported, we're going to go find it. We're going to open this sucker up. We're going to watch it. And we're just going to sit here and soak up the goodness that we just created. So let's hit the play button there. And now we're watching our animation, which is scratchy, which is grungy, which is cool, right? 90s are back. If you didn't know it, 90s grunge is back. It's a little bit different this time around, of course, but it's back. So this fits. This is cool stuff, and it plays all 22 seconds. Upload that on your Facebook page, and you're off to the races. Good luck to you guys. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our website, My Fieldhouse Family, for other goodies just like this. We have templates, we have education, a lot of good stuff. Check it out. Thanks for watching.